Ben Zimmerman here. This is my truck. We just competed at the 2017 finals event in Louisville, Kentucky, and some of you are wanting to know what's in the truck. So it's a pretty basic system using all factory locations. There are Unity, the hybrid audio Unity line 6x9 drivers in the doors. The factory grill, they are in the factory location, but the factory grill has been modified to allow them to play through more freely. If you move on inside, likewise, we've opened up the OEM factory location grill. Custom made a new grill that's a little bit more open, a lot more open. And hybrid audio Legadia SE3s, Legadia 3 SEs I guess it technically is, reside in those locations. There's also another one over there. Now you may also notice in this door, in both doors, there are tweeters kind of aimed up and in. Those are not connected to anything. They're there for visual cues only. My thought process was I may gain some width. Visually, it didn't work, just so you know. Naturally, this truck, the pillars coming up the side in this truck are pretty big and obtrusive, and they kind of block that mid-range driver from hitting the side glass, which would be right here. So a lot of those reflections end right here, and thus the stage is kind of narrow, especially on the left here. It pretty much ends right at the pillar. So I was thinking by putting the tweeter there, visually it gives you a little bit more width outside the pillar, but like I said, that didn't fool anyone. There's a pretty basic Pioneer doubled-in deck in here. What is the model? It is AVHX 4800 BS. And then we mounted a USB port connected to the deck, which allows me for daily listening just to connect my lightning cable to my iPhone. Again, it's very basic. Again, factory locations for everything except those tweeters that are not active. And it looks pretty stock. If you didn't know the truck, you might not know those door panels have been modified a little bit. So then we come to the rear. And being the fact that I didn't really intend to compete this truck, I wasn't too concerned about making it super fancy. I just bought a box offline called a Fox Box. You can look it up at, I think, foxboxacoustics.com. So it's a guy, last name of Fox, who, is my understanding, has designed all these boxes and CNCs them out to order. So there's a little bit of wait time to receive them, but it's just an under-seat dual 12 box. It's actually ported. The ports in this box are actually back here and fire into the back of the seats and the wall, so you don't really get port noise at all. But they fire up into the seats. It's a pretty effective little way to do it. The drivers are, again, hybrid audio Claris 12. So they're 12-inch Claris subwoofers. It's kind of nice. I've got a 5-year-old who sits right here, right on top of a sub. She enjoys that, I think. Don't worry, I don't rock out too loud. That's the back. And then the meat and potatoes, the heart and soul of the system. You're like, where's the amps? Where's the processor? It's all right under here. So this is a center armrest console that pops up, revealing the center seat. And under that lies the P6 DSP Mark II. So all the wiring and everything is hidden away under there, which is nice. It's out of the way. Nobody really knows it's there unless I lift it up and show them. Also connected to that is the Helix high definition USB input card for it, so I can run high def streaming, or high def from my phone, high resolution files rather, directly to that USB input, which I do occasionally do. For daily driving I really don't, but if I'm feeling like I want a little extra something, I might do that. That's it. That's the truck. Like I said, it's a pretty basic system.